Alright guys, welcome back to the channel again, and this is the next part of the banned hidden photos of ancient Egypt, which are going to show you guys some quite shocking stuff, challenging stuff, and also it will tell you a story which is completely different from what you would have learned in the history books from schools. As you guys know, they are very manipulated. Now this one shows an amazing craft. Look at the level of this. Look at the way they stick the stones all to each other, 90 degrees, perfect cut. This is just absolutely beautiful. This is a work of art in ancient Egypt, guys. Just imagine the craftsmanship, the technology for these people to create such amazing stones only with copper saws. Yeah, that's right, copper saws and copper tools back in ancient Egypt about 4,000 or 5,000 years ago. Here we have a collection of several of these stones. As you can see here, they are cut. All of them have very interesting lines. As you can see, they're quite deep, and they show that this is only possible with very hard materials to cut them, because otherwise it's not possible. Now remember, we are talking about copper tools. Is that actually feasible? I mean, is that actually possible to make that cut as it is? I don't know, guys. I mean, look at this. This is just a perfect example how they would literally stick them together that not even a ruler could fit in. Now that is amazing. Again, we have here some more interesting stones and also some very cool lines here. As you can see here, it's again 90 degrees here, perfect cuts. Very interesting. This one is also a very interesting one because it shows how they would actually cut the stone and polish it to make the actual as you can see here, curvature of the stone. Very cool. The indent, as you can see here, they would stick the stones perfectly, and there would literally be no gap whatsoever in between the actual cut stones, which were cut, as you can see here, at perfect 90 laser degree. This is a cut which is only possible with very modern tools, which we use today, by the way, and many of our tools right now use laser guiding system to be able to do such perfect cuts. That's right, guys. This is quite outrageous, isn't it? Now look at this T-shape. I mean, this is just awesome. Look at that T-shape building. I mean, look at this, man. Look at this. Look at these boats. Let's compare these boats, actually, because they are just absolutely amazing. Look at that, man. Do you see that? Do you see that beautiful cut there? I mean, that is just absolutely astonishing, man. Astonishing. Look at that. Alright, and everywhere you can see that the cuts are just so made perfectly in sync with one another. That's right. Okay, let's move on to more stuff, which is also again exciting. Now some very interesting material we have here as well. As you can see here, the stone is polished to a great extent. As you can see here, it's very nicely polished, and the lines here show that they use some sort of tool which would do all that work for them. So the polishing was to a great degree. I mean, this is just astonishing. There's another one here. As you can see here, the level of polish on this is just next level. I mean, this is the level of polish you would expect from a 20th century machine, not from a machine or from tools from 5,000 years ago. Another example, we have it here one more time. Look at the lines here. They're horizontal and they're perfectly parallel, as you can see here, and the polishing goes beyond, and it just literally shows that these people were experts in their craft. Another line here. Look at this perfect line. Look at this, man. I mean, this is just so cool. Yeah, I mean, what sort of mechanism or tool would you need to do this particular line? You need quite a strong one, right? Look at this. Okay, that's very strong tool to be able to give you that sort of polish. The cut here again, I mean, look at this cut. Look at this cut, which is so clean. 100% super clean, laser precision. That's right. Look at that. Look at this cut here as well. Don't tell me that this is made by a copper tool or a copper saw, because I don't believe you. I just physically cannot believe you, and you know the truth as well. I mean, you know inside yourself. If you want to deny it, you can deny it as much as you want. Guys, let's just be true to ourselves and recognize that these stones here are cut with a technology which is far beyond what the ancient Egyptians supposedly had back in the day. I mean, come on, give me a break. I mean, Really, are you going to question the level of craftsmanship with these people, and try to make it explain it that this was made by slaves and people who had very little food and shelter, and they had, of course, I mean, they were, you know, living in very difficult times. The Nile was a very difficult place. There was constant war, constant conflict, there was lack of food, so the ancient Egyptians struggled massively back in the day, okay? And to produce such astonishing pieces of art, accumulation of stones and rocks everywhere. Let me just go back here because I think I missed one here for you guys. I think, yeah, this one here again, we have seeing here some very nice cuts, very horizontal cuts, sorry, vertical cuts, my bad. Very nicely done. Look at this. I mean, that is just so cool. Look at that, man. I mean, that is just so nicely mathematically organized. Of course, like, there's lots of sand which covers the entry to this place, but this originally must have been a massive location. Now we have some more stuff here. Let me just go back here and show you guys a bit more stuff. All right, got some stones here, got some very interesting crafting. All right, look at this. Again, some really cool lines. Look at that. That is just awesome. Very cool. Okay, more lines here. Look at this interior. Look at this. Look at the level of this ability here to make the walls stick so nicely inside these places, the tombs. Okay, look at that, man. It's not just the outside, it's also the inside. I mean, how do you make such quality inside tunnels? That is just crazy, isn't it? Look at that. Yeah, let's go here. And here we have the connection. We have the, well, there's lots of bats here, obviously, but yeah, look at this. We have the structures here, the stones. Look at that line. Look at this line. Look at this, man. Look at this awesome line here. And they would put wood and make sure that the wood would stand there. I don't know if this is wood or iron or something. I'm not really sure, to be honest. Could be anything. But yeah, that's it, guys, for this video. Here we have again another very, very strong wall, as you guys can see here. Very solid and put in place. Not even a single gap to this, which is just awesome. So yes, guys, that's it for today's video. This is the last video of the amazing, awesome structures which are found in Egypt, which I would say incorrectly attribute them to the ancient Egyptians because they are made by a civilization which was way more advanced and more powerful than the Egyptians, and they used laser cut technology and maybe diamond technology, maybe stuff which we use right now as of today, and maybe even stuff which was even more developed than our current technology. So guys, that's it for today's video. As always, make sure to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, and I shall talk to you in the next one.